right. Let me go live here too. Hold on. I think I'm doing something here.
That's my sister. Like, where you at?
We here, LaDonna. I think I'm going live here too. I don't know. What did I just do?
She's not watching. It's Malaysia's birthday, so they're out.
Okay, cool. She can watch it later.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, happy Friday.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Friday.
Welcome back. I might not do that every time. But it just made me say, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Oh, that shows your age. Welcome back, Carter.
So what?
That was before my time.
Carter, not Carter. Carter.
I only seen it in syndication.
I only saw it in syndication.
Whatever. You've seen new episodes.
You are much older than me.
I don't think so.
You are at least eight years older than me.
You can't count.
Yes, I can. I can't read.
Numbers.
Great with numbers. Sometimes they go different directions because everybody else is wrong, not me. Happy Friday, everyone. How is everyone? We are live. Hey, hi, we're live here on YouTube and we're live on Facebook too, I believe. I think I did it right this time. We're going to talk about some stuff today. How was your week?
Pretty uneventful. Work.
Work. Was it like Rihanna?
No, I don't make billions.
That wasn't it. But you're $1 billion person.
I'm worth more than $1 billion, but that's neither here nor there.
I really was just exaggerating you about $150. $150,000.
Not even close.
I'm
priceless. My mama said.
You're priceless. That's what I think a lot of mamas say about their children.
But my mama wasn't a liar. A lot of people mama be lying.
Or they can be very nice.
No, a lie is a lie.
You heard that Babe Ruth was
black. What's the name? I can't think of the guy who wouldn't play with him.
Yeah, the one guy, he wouldn't even stay. He wouldn't even, one guy wouldn't even stay in the room with him because he said, I don't lay with N-words.
Yeah, one said, I don't lay with N-words. Another one said, I don't play with N-words. Mm-hmm. And they're both in the Hall of Fame. If I could remember their names, you would know exactly who they are.
Barry Bonds?
No. Shut up.
Why was I about to say Nikki Giovanni? She did not play pro baseball. She was a poet. But it sounded like she could have been a baseball player. It's probably a baseball player named Nikki Giovanni. Don't it sound like a baseball player?
I thought they made chocolate.
Gilbertanis. That's not it either. Ghirardelli. G-H-I-A-R-D. Something like that. What was I about to say?
I don't know. You're playing on your phone.
No, I'm trying to make sure that we're live. I was trying to make sure that we're live.
We need an engineer.
We are live.
You can't play all parts, as my grandma used to say.
Oh, I don't know what I did. I broke it. Ha! All right. Well, anyway. Ain't nobody on here right now anyway. The people's gonna watch later. You'll understand. My week was great. It was a week. I feel so much better. I'm not congested. That's why it was great. I am no longer congested. That's a good thing. Man, I don't like feeling bad at all. I don't
know anyone who does. I don't know anybody like, ooh, I was sick and it was great. Throwing up all over the place. I love it.
Yes. Well, anyway. What are we talking about this week? You have a list of the copies of the list of the stuff that we're talking about. Don't y'all? I finished doing some of this stuff. Hopefully everybody else had a great week to start.
Is this in order or are we?
It's not in order. Do what you want.
Well, we're going to start at the top anyway because that's the only way I don't miss something. Mississippi Jim Crow?
Mississippi has Mississippi always doing a whole lot. Mississippi then burned people and did some stuff.
I don't think Mississippi does enough. I think they've been doing their best not to do anything for the longest. Like as everybody else moves forward, they're like, nah. We'll just stay here.
And y'all, my blacks better stay here too, because Mississippi is the blackest state of all the states. Is not very progressive.
Not at all.
It's scary. A scary place to go when you look like Myself and this gentleman over here.
You got a town called Lynchburg.
Lynchburg, Mississippi. I think we have a Lynchburg, Pennsylvania, but it fits with Pennsylvania. If you know about Pennsylvania.
I don't live in Pennsylvania. I live in Philadelphia.
Well, it fits with Philadelphia. If you know about Philadelphia.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Wish you would. You think
I wish
did.
you would.
They did.
Not to me.
But I'm saying they do it here. Do a lot of stuff here. But in Mississippi, they're passing laws like left and right. And keeping people, well, I bet you they have voter suppression and all that. If it's
the blackest state and they're not voting.
And it's kind of like the poor, it's like poor too. So people aren't very educated because of systematic racism and all kinds of other stuff and lack of resources and roads and a lot of stuff that we have, many people have.
And the only schoolhouse is uphill both ways in the snow.
Possibly, yeah. Probably, I will say 100%. It's just terrible. So they're implementing laws that are very close to Jim Crow laws. If you don't know what Jim Crow is, these are these laws that they said stop but didn't stop. They just changed them around a little bit and they keep missing in it.
I thought it was that bird they took out of Dumbo.
Oh, he was a Jim Crow too. That was his name.
I know.
Jim Crow. Even though that's my favorite part of Dumbo. I be done seen about everything, but I never seen the elephant fly.
I done seen a house fly.
I done seen a
dragonfly.
But I be done seen about everything, but I never seen the elephant fly. I love that part, but I think they took it out because it was racist. But come on, man, can we have something?
Yeah, everything they gave us that, but that's how it was. It was at our expense. It was never for us.
No, it ended up being biased. It was biased, but not for us. They FUBU'd us.
It was
not for you, but by you. FUBU.
No,
man,
it was boo-foo.
Boo-foo.
By us. You.
But yeah, while I'm looking up this stuff because I want to be a little bit more accurate. So again, with the things they're doing, they're appointing judges in majority. Well, they have their white judges in their townships, but they're appointing judges or passing a law so they can just appoint their own judges in black areas too. So there's more slave labor, more money towards the district from black people who don't have it. They still do debtor's prison in a lot of places, which is illegal, but it happens. And I bet you there's a lot of people that's in prison right now based off of $1,000 or $500 or $200. They'll never see the daylight and nobody cares.
There's people in jail for less than that. There was a boy in jail in New York in Staten Island, Rikers Island. For they said it's a prison too, but still, that's neither here nor there. But he said he was there for $10 because nobody would tell him how much his bail was. Yeah,
that's what they do.
He didn't know what his bail was, so he couldn't pay it if he didn't know it, and he was just in there
for months. Because they get paid for it, and also before they used to get paid for it, they just don't care.
They work $56 a day to the state, I believe, probably more now. Yeah. That's when I was in high school. That's what we.
Oh, we definitely work more than that now. Well, we work more because they're all private. I wasn't in high school that long ago, calm down. Well, it was so long ago. I mean, it was gas was like when you were in school, when you graduated school, gas was like 67 cents.
Back when you was in school, there was no gas yet. Y'all just had tar. Y'all did not know how to reform.
Oh, I come from smart people who's always gas. Like, something else happened in Mississippi. It's messed up. I say this all the time, and I know it's true, but I say it lightly, but it's true. Like almost when those statistics when they say it every minute a woman is being sexually assaulted. Well, the same every minute or less than a minute, someone's being hung. One of my people is being hung, or dragged, or raped, or mutilated, or killed in this country every minute. People want to sit up there and say like, oh, look at racism stuff. That's been going on and continues to go on, and people are is nothing. Nobody's doing anything about it. Black Panther movement, come on, hurry up. Nation of Islam, come on, hurry up. Everybody else, how y'all just let this stuff happen? This young boy, you heard the story. I couldn't look at it, but in Mississippi, and on Mississippi.
Young boy, I think it was a janitor, was on his way home from work, I think, and literally called his mom and said he was being chased by white supremacists who were screaming racist things at him. And when they found the boy, he had been mutilated, fed to wild hogs. His penis had been cut off.
Why don't they do stuff like that? They're so evil and perverted and always want to touch people in parts and stuff. All evil people.
But the police said there was no foul play.
No foul play. Because they probably was the ones that did it. Because that's what people like that down here and up here do. They the cops, the judge, the prosecutors, the filthy ass people. To do something. Who thinks to do something like that but some evil effing people? Nobody thinks to do stuff like that. And y'all always messing with somebody's genitals, y'all effing perverts. Make me sick. That I mean, justice. I can't even say what should happen. Not a wish. What? Horrible ass people. A boy, he was a young boy, he calling for his mother, and who thinks to do something like that much hatred? Not hatred, ignorance, inhumanity. Stop calling stuff racist. Those people are inhumane. Forget racism. They terrorize everything. Animals, people, themselves. They're the only ones to come up with something screwed up like that. That's not just racist. That's inhumane. Some evil out of the planet stuff. All that burns me up. And that's happening right now. Somebody's being tortured or something from them evil ass people. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, I can't find
I hope the blessed baby, your spirit, when it come back, I hope it come back hard and strong and you destroy what's left of them, because hopefully we got rid of a lot of them. You don't deserve to be in this world doing stuff like that, thinking stuff like that. May your spirit rest well and be prepared to come back to whoop ass. Because a lot of these young ones' spirits came back, they old spirits, and they ready to whoop ass, and I love it. Ignorant ass. I can't even say people. Humans don't do stuff like that or think like that.
You know, so much stuff in here I can't even find it.
All right, let me think about something else. I pray for his family and everybody, and justice happen. I mean, tormented justice. Who thinks to do things like that? 30 years. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna go to that one because I'm just gonna be upset about that too.
That's why I was gonna say we might as well stay there while we upset and then lighten it up.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead. So a teen was assaulted because she didn't say the Pledge of Allegiance. F y'all flag. F the Pledge of Allegiance. F y'all. Get the F out of our country. She don't have to say if she don't want to. I don't. When I was in Catholic school, I didn't say some of the prayers because I couldn't say the prayers. But you just stand. She was being respectful, just standing there. Nobody give a F about your dirty flag. Your murderous, bloody flag. I'll step on it. And let alone say y'all pledge your allegiance. Pledge to who? Pieces of shit. Excuse me. But it's true. That's how I feel. That's what, not how I feel. That's what it is. Because history shows it. And when y'all gonna stop being pieces of shit? Maybe then I'll stop saying it. Because history, from the beginning of your history until every day until now, and at this very second, and will happen tomorrow, pieces of shit. All right. See, I don't like to talk about stuff like that. Maybe freeze. It might froze. That's what they didn't cut me off. Oh, all right. Let me fix this. If I cut me off for all the shit I see, but I meant it. Every last word of it was the core of my heart and my soul. Why we go? We got stuff about them horrible ass things that's on this planet. The Ukrainians in Britain, and not just in Britain, they treated black people wrong in their country when they had to get out of there, and they treating black people wrong in other countries that allow them in there. You don't belong there. That's not your country. So how you gonna go in somebody's country with people who are sitting showing support to you, and you still being ignorant and nasty to them? Y'all deserve everything that's happening to you. That's how I feel, and that's the truth. Evil people going in this man, black man in Britain. He probably don't like to be called black, but I'm gonna call you black even if you don't like it. African man in Britain. We'll talk about our issues with y'all later. We're gonna be on each other's side today. He has a coffee shop or a bar there, and he even has a sign up there saying no Russians allowed in here unless you are for Ukrainians. We are a bar for Ukrainians. And he said that he gets the worst, nastiest treatment from the Ukrainian refugees that's in that country, his country. And I know they doing it here.
Oh, yeah, it was a lady who didn't want to live in a certain place because it was too diversified. How can you live around so many Muslims and brown people is what she was telling me.
So she gets to come into our country because Russia is messing. Russia, we decide to be in somebody else's business. That's their cousins. I don't care. I care 0%. None of my business. But you gonna come over here in this country and then say you don't want to be around Muslims and brown people? That was here in Philadelphia.
I don't think it was in Philadelphia.
Muslims and brown people.
You can't say that.
Won't you push this? You can't, because we just got the number one Muslims, black Muslims in the country. I wish you would say that in Philadelphia. Try it.
Oh, plenty of people say it. They ignore you. They don't want no trouble, unless you want some trouble.
Go get on a raft and ride your little cold behind back to your country, and hopefully you can figure out whether you're gonna be Russian or Ukrainian, because nobody wants you here either. How you gonna come in somebody else's country and then want to be racist to them? As a refugee, we open our arms to you. I ain't open my arms to none of you. Never will.
That's why they feel that way about you.
Well, feel is the honest way. Nope, don't come over here. Arms closed, door closed. And even then, because of the person I am, because I'm a human being, I still will treat you humanely.
Yeah.
Even though I shouldn't, because it's evidently you don't have any humanity in you. So that's probably our problem. We need to start treating them the way that they are instead of treating them how we believe we should.
You don't let other people
change the way you are. Why we got to be so godly and great?
No, it's not that. We just got to be who we are. Like, if you're truly a malicious, evil person.
So.
No, but I'm saying I know how people are.
Oh, we can use them.
That's what I'm saying. Let them put them in the front, because they're not going to take none of that.
We'll feed you. Okay. Oh, this is a heavy week.
Yeah, you picked all this out.
I didn't even realize that. I was just putting stuff together and then looking now. I'm like, oh, this is very heavy. We got some light stuff coming in here too, people. It's gonna get light, but we gotta tell you about this stuff too, because y'all be sitting up there talking about kumbaya. There was nobody in that kumbaya circle that did some things. What? Everything looked the same.
Calm down. Say what you said.
In our kumbaya circle, a song came from my people, the Geechee people, black people. Everybody in that circle looked the same. It was nobody in one of these things that didn't belong. We didn't play that game. If you didn't belong, you want your little butt on home. So hold your kumbaya hands with the right kumbayas. Shoot. All right.
We're getting blocked after this.
Probably. I don't care. Can't beat me.
I can block you. That's beating you.
No, it ain't beating me.
It shuts down the platform. Then
go to another one. You can't beat me though.
Yeah, I'm not doing this on Truth Social.
Just
so you know.
Oh, I'm about to get signed up. Did I sign up? I think I signed up on Truth Social. I did not know. I did not know. Let's talk about that's a little something that's a little happy for me. I did not know President Trump had his own social media. Truth Social.
How you didn't know? You say it like you like him.
I gotta get up with it because I don't really care about the politics, but he made me interested. He has me looking at the news and stuff and wanting to see when they're gonna bring this thing down because he's bringing it down. Hey,
well, you
President Trump,
caught on too late because the
how
indictments
you
is supposed to
doing?
be coming the next week or so.
He's what?
The indictments.
I bet you they ain't going because he gonna bring them all down because they shouldn't have told because I bet you he told them, hey, you telling me all y'all gonna go down and I'm still gonna win. Got your back, President. Bring them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Go. All of them. He gonna tear this country apart.
For somebody who don't watch none of it, you sure got a strong opinion.
I sure do because the man is lovely.
He is retard.
Well, just
since we're getting shut down, I'm gonna say how I feel today too. He's a
I
fucking
don't like
retard.
I don't like that. I think he's very brilliant.
Oh, then you're a fucking retard too. Anybody who says that's a fucking retard.
I know I ain't. I'm brilliant. And he's bringing down this country.
If you think that your brain don't work right, there is a retardation in there somewhere where it is slower or faster than it should be.
He's
at a
smart
certain
enough
point.
to maneuver the way he maneuvered, and he's gonna bring this country
and that's
down.
why the indictments are coming. Because everything he did.
I bet you on here $10. Bet you $10. No, I bet you $10.
My mama said I gotta slap you if you spit on me, and I don't want to slap you.
Listen, we're gonna talk about that too. Not that he slapped me, he ain't slapped me. But we gonna bet $10 that he don't get indicted for this thing. And which one you want to bet on? Because we can bet on both of them.
There's several. Because there's a Stormy Daniels case. I don't think he's going to get indicted. No, that's not going to happen.
All right,
because they try to bump that from a misdemeanor to a felony, and it's not.
Oh no, come on, stop reaching people.
Exactly. Calm down. Campaign finance.
So Florida, we're gonna bet $10. He gonna get
Florida. It's Georgia and New York.
Georgia, $10 on Georgia. He won't get indicted. $10 on the thing. $10. Put your thumb up. $10. He won't get indicted in Georgia. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing you, Mr. President, but I got your back. Bam. Y'all see it right here. I want my $10. He will bring down the country. I just loved it. And the smacking thing. That's all I want to say real quick. Truth Social. I'm coming. We can be on Truth Social.
No, I'm not gonna be on Truth
I'm gonna have my own show there.
I know I'm
be the own Candace Williams, Candace Owens, Candace Jefferson, whatever the Candace lady is. I'm gonna be the Candace lady. Candace Coon. Yeah. Did y'all ever see the slap contest stuff? I think it's weird. How do you let somebody you stand there and let somebody smack your face?
I mean, my friends used to go punch.
Punching is different. Slapping somebody in the face, not in the face, but slapping someone in the face is a thing. And they be slapping people so hard sometimes they knock one guy out.
You ever see that guy's face who blew up? He got his whole face swole up damn near instantly.
No,
it just was I was like, "Oh, he gonna die." That your face ain't supposed to do that. It looked like he had water on the brain and everything else when it instantly. I'm like, "Oh, do not continue. Y'all need to stop rolling the cameras." Dana White was there too, the bull from UFC, and he was just like, "Oh my god!" But dude's face instantly I was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna stop this whole thing after that because he's gonna die in the hospital." That's how I felt.
He allergic to smacks. And people smack him, he just I need an EpiPen. I got smacked.
And some of the people they don't be knowing where they at and trying to keep playing. I'm cool.
No, you're not smacking me.
Nope. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna go first, and I'm just like,
I quit.
You win.
I quit.
Slap the dog.
I thought I could take it. Nope.
I changed my mind.
I'm gonna kill you. Don't hit me. Hey, yeah, I'm about to sign up for True Social. I did sign up. I signed up for Asian men, Black women. Stop doing all this stuff. Why not? And it was a whack site. Man, if y'all know of any sites where Asian men are attracted to Black women, send it over here. I'm opening. I'm diversifying my portfolio. I don't think they were though. People say Asian men are attracted to black women now. It's just like, I don't know. I don't believe you. DM me. No, I ain't got no social media no more, really.
You should be on Truth Social.
I'll be right on. Find me on Truth Social. By tomorrow, I'll have an account.
I'm not sure if you can. You don't vote. You gotta be Republican to be on there. I don't know. I'm just being smart. I'm just being smart.
I'm gonna have to call Trump. I'll call him. Black fraternities and sororities. They're at risk of losing a lot of funding in Florida. Because is that Santos? Santos. Who's the Florida? Cuomo?
DeSantis. That's what
the sanctified.
DeSantis. That's what Trump been calling them all week. DeSantis.
So that's the one, right, in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's doing so much as far as his critical race theory. He doesn't want in the schools. He's taking out African American studies as a course in some colleges, and the ways he's able to do this is passing these laws where he's eliminating funding for what are you doing?
I'm looking for something. It's relevant to the story. It's relevant to the story.
But cut the volume down.
How about I turn it on? Keep talking about what you're talking. Don't worry about me.
So a bill that will I forgot what I was saying. A bill that that eliminates funding for diverse programs with diversity, inclusion, and ethnicity. I don't know. That's another word in here. So if this law passes, then the fraternities or sororities at like FAMU, and those are very prominent. That's a very prominent school. Will lose its funding, and they don't really have much funding anyway. I say you shouldn't be taking funding from the government anyway, but hey,
gotta get the money where you get it from. Raise tuition,
or you just do it on your own. How they started black schools before, but we don't know how to do nothing on our own. We wait for permission. So I really don't have a dog in that fight. I really believe y'all have a lot. Y'all are so prominent. You have all these fraternities and sororities that have been in existence since the 19th, such and such, when you didn't let dark-skinned people in because it was for light-skinned people. Where the light-skinned people at? I mean, y'all was able to pass enough to get money. So I know y'all got enough money, and y'all set up some kind of things where it can be like y'all had nepotism for other frat brothers and sisters in high places. I know y'all lawyers and judges and doctors and stuff. Why can't y'all take that on for yourself, right? Because wouldn't that be something that you did in your own brotherhood and sisterhood? Not go to the government for it, you go for it from yourself. Because I don't think the government was funding it when they started the.
No, but when they realized that all of the other ones can get government funding, why shouldn't they?
Oh, cool. But if they're threatening to take it away, does it mean you don't?
For it? No, then you go fight for it back, because if everybody else is still getting it, you're not taking mine.
Well, tell them, like, if the funding comes from certain taxes or whatever, then everybody that's black that has the taxes say, you just give me that money back. Yeah. Let's go to court because it's not going to the things that I wanted to. So like that. Now, and then get your money back as taxpayers. But as far as people saying if the sorority or fraternity is going to be closed down, then y'all don't deserve it. Because ain't no way somebody going to just take something away from you. Oh, I forget, you don't own it. The government does, so they can have it back. If you're getting their money and relying only on their money. So I don't have it. That's what I'm saying. I really can't care. Either y'all go and vote and say you're not going to use my tax dollars for things I don't use my tax dollars for, or you're going to use my tax dollars for things I want it for. Or how about you say, hey, we all have a whole brotherhood and sisterhood. Why are we, if that's what you're saying, because maybe y'all are saying, hey, if they say tax dollars out, we will get lawyers or use our lawyers to get the funding for whomever black that's paying taxes or whatever you need to do. And then do stuff on your own. I don't think black people think they can do anything on their own.
Every time we ever have it, it gets taken. So
you give up. That sounds great.
No, you just work within the system. That's what they tell you have to do.
Cool. They tell you have to do.
because they take everything that you do on your own.
So
either get your shit burnt down or work within the system. Those are the options you have. Down. That what happens when
they never do it? We don't do it. How about we do something different? And I'm not telling people to do violence and burn stuff down. I'm saying I'm using it as a thing. If you're doing something one way and you continue to get the same result, how about you change and do it the other way and see what that result look like? How about stop letting people tell you what to do when you have your own life and you breathe air? You got life from something that's greater than somebody telling you what to do. And you're like, wait, I can't do it because they're going to do something to me. So I better wait until they tell me what to do. If I was the person that gave you life, I would take it back instantly because you don't deserve it. My opinion. But let's talk about the next subject.
I totally disagree with you on that.
Yeah. See, I would have been one of those mothers if I was on the ship. I would have just went over with the baby.
You didn't bring babies. They wouldn't have made it. Unless they was bringing them to eat.
Yeah, because they did trifling, eat people, baby. Okay.
That's what Tupac said. America eats its babies.
I'm not an American. Just only by name.
Where was you born?
I was born in a place called Turtle Island. They changed the name of it. As they
what was it changed to when you were born? What was they calling it?
Nut-ass America.
All right, when you were nut-ass American.
Only by name. That's how I like when you say you have siblings that you. I wouldn't say I love my siblings too, but I just be like, oh, we're just siblings by blood. Only by just blood only. We just by blood only. What are we talking about next? Angela Bassett. We can go into Angela Bassett. Mrs. Angela Bassett. She was up for an award, for an Oscar, again, for supporting role. And I don't know what it was. I can't really talk about it because it's for Wakanda Forever. And I really didn't like Black Panther as much. It was cool. But and I decided not to watch Wakanda Forever because I think it's really long. And also the Chadwick Boseman thing. I think that was just stupid not to recast the Black Panther. So I'm like, that's dumb. I don't know if I want to see it. However, I did see clips, and I also heard of the work that she did, is speaking 3 different languages, being able to just, a lot of work. And she was the favorite to win.
The award is for the actual acting, though. So I mean, all that is great, but
if you're acting, you speak in 3 different languages. You're acting in 3 different languages.
But you're still doing one part, just acting, and you might not have.
How many parts do you need to play in order to get the Oscar?
Just one.
Okay, so
but I'm saying all the extras
in it.
That's just
compared to someone.
It was a script, so who knows if you even knew what those words meant?
Okay, I believe when certain things, because I act, and when you have to do certain things, you have to go.
Let's pretend.
You have to. It is less pretend.
It's less pretend.
It is, they want but it's also
and
very.
They want a statue of a black man for it.
Oh, I mean, the Oscars. I don't give a darn about the Oscars, but you're not going to just downplay acting as if it's not something difficult or something prominent or something magical that happens. You get on that stage. You get on that stage and be able to step outside. Have you ever done it before? Mm-hmm. Okay, and so maybe you were so great at it that you didn't even see how magical it could be. But me as an actor and other actors, when you feel that magical piece that happens, when it feels so airy and alive, then you will understand how great it is and how difficult and how compound and how easy and how simple. It's so many things complex with acting where you'll be able to appreciate it and not just throw it around like someone like him. Because he's an amazing actor. He acted before. So he knows.
I had. I was in the play.
But yeah. She was up for the Oscar with Jamie Lee Curtis. From what I understand, Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't even that much in the movie. It was about some hot dog fingers. Many people didn't even think she was
about hot dog.
Yeah.
What is hot dog?
I wanted to see the movie, but the movie was in and out so fast. Everything all at once.
I have no idea.
What you call him? Booby Trap Boy was in it. Booby Traps from
Goonies.
Yeah, he's in it. He won an award, so congratulations to you. But people were saying Jamie Lee Curtis acting in it without her acting was poor or anything. It just wasn't Oscar winning worthy. So I think this is working. So yeah, it may not be working on YouTube, but it's working here. So what happened when Jamie Lee Curtis won the award? Another actress, I don't know who she is, a white actress. She didn't stand either, and she said something under her breath like that. And Angela Bassett just stayed with her same expression that she had before she won. She didn't clap. She just stayed there like that. And then her other co-star clapped for her, and there was another person who did like kind of just clap. But they singled Angela Bassett out, saying that she wasn't very gracious with her response. You lose something, what are you supposed to hop up in there? You can if you like.
Everybody's not a good sport.
But it's not even being a bad sport.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm saying she wasn't being a bad sport. She didn't say, "Oh, fuck that." No, she didn't do. She didn't pull a Kanye and run up on stage.
The white lady said something under her breath, like, "I can't believe
she was just like, "Okay."
Well,
and like, let's watch her all night. Did she clap for anybody all night? Maybe not. Like, maybe that's just maybe her hair.
Like to just kind of what it is. It reminds me of, and maybe I'm getting too deep, but it happened to me a couple of times. Stuff. If Black people are not smiling, it's something wrong.
Wrong all the time. Yeah.
You're supposed to smile through the pain. You're supposed to smile before the pain, after the pain, in the pain.
You're just supposed to make everyone else comfortable. Yep. Yeah. If you look scary in any way, shape, or form, they're uncomfortable.
Or if you
look upset,
plain.
yeah, I'm like,
they want to see your teeth. They want to see you smiling. Right? If you're not smiling, they're uncomfortable and they feel as though what's wrong? I'm just being.
Don't get mad at me because of dance. I'm like, shit, a dance a soft shoe boss?
Yeah, that's what you want me to do. It's like, well, hand bone. Because I found out you have a hand bone. It's in the thigh area.
No, it's a bunch of hands in your bone.
No, it's ham bone. And it's inside your thigh.
That's in a pig.
No, you got
you
one.
telling me ain't no ham bone in a pig?
I don't eat pork.
But
I don't know nothing about the pig.
You got
that filthy animal. I don't know nothing about the pig. But I learned it's around your thigh bone. And it's called a ham bone.
No, that's a femur.
I know, but the ham bone is close by.
Why? No, that's all there is the femur.
Whatever. You don't know none of your body parts. I went to school.
You got a ham bone.
I didn't.
Okay.
Anyway,
all right.
What I did like, and this is something I love about our culture. Michael B. Jordan, that's his name. And I was about to say Michael B. Jackson. Michael B. Jordan, and why can't I think of that handsome man's name? He's in the movie with him in Creed. Herman Jackson. No, his name is not that. He handsome as I don't know what. The handsome man. With the nice strong nose. I like when they went up to present, they said, "Hi, Auntie, we love you," and gave her acknowledgement to her. I know that meant a lot. But stop making we don't have to smile. That's what sometimes I don't even smile.
My response to that all the time is I am smiling. What are you talking about? If I smile any harder, my cheeks will hurt.
And get asked when somebody asks you, you should smile.
Why? Give me a reason to.
About
people not being oppressed anymore. Let me stop.
Yeah. But so you can feel comfortable because your idea of
and Martin's dream was it came true. Is that what happened today?
But no, that idea of that happy face is everything's okay if you don't have happy face or something's wrong. Leave me alone.
I promise you, if I'm smiling, there's probably a problem.
I smile a lot. I like smiling.
No, if I'm smiling, there's something devious happening. There's probably a problem for somebody else.
You got evil eyes.
And not because I'm going to do something, but just because I'm watching something. I'm like, that's not going to end well.
This is evil eyes. I don't bite people. So All right, well, we're gonna talk about these two other things, and we're gonna get into something that's very, very, very light. Okay, Whoopi Goldberg apologizes. Mrs. Whoopi Goldberg, excuse me, Mrs. Goldberg apologizes for the word gypped. One thing, and I understand people think that it is a derogatory term, but you know who the original gypsies were? Us. You know where they came from? A black land. You know what they gave us that name for? Because they was called the slaves and they enslaved us. And most derogatory names, which I'm learning as I go around, like essay, I learned that the Mexicans, they weren't calling each other that. And it was a majority of Africans that was settled in that area before they shipped them out everywhere else and kept them in Mexico as slaves. So I know nobody was saying that, but them white people. Now, like the black people say the N-word, Mexicans up there saying SA, calling each other that. No, ain't no damn, we not those kind of people that just call each other that. We would get upset at somebody saying you call somebody a that or this or it. That's so demeaning. But the word gypsies were originally black people, and not just that long ago, not that far long ago. So maybe she doesn't say the N-word on The View. Maybe she shouldn't say that word, but it's not a derogatory term it's a derogatory term towards black people where white people adopted our culture and stuff and ran with it, just like the Druids, just like a whole bunch of other people. I can't even name that group because they own everything. Those people then took people cultures too.
This gonna be our last show.
I ain't say their name because you know you can't say nothing about them. They want to do stuff to you or something. Not to me because you can't beat me. But yeah, learn your history, black people. Stop allowing people to tell you can't say stuff and which is words that you can say because they the ones that made it up bad about you. So stop. It was something else somebody told me one time that you can't say, and I was like, what? Oh, I'm black. That's what we say in our culture. Maybe you don't say it in yours. Like I think, oh, that's almost like us saying cunt, because isn't that a bad word in your culture? It's not in white people culture. Cunt. It means nothing. Nothing in the black culture. Zero. It's a weird word.
That we like to
cut.
And we like to laugh at how upset y'all get.
So cut. It's like, where did y'all come? Y'all got weird. It's not even cool words. So yeah, Mother Whoopi. You may not have known. I mean, because she's older, I can't call her by her first name. That's so she might beat me. Mrs. Whoopi, Mrs. Goldberg, or Mother Whoopi. That gypsies were originally black people, and then probably when they were lightening the races, they do everywhere: Argentina, Latin America, Asia. Why y'all have to have parasols and wear gloves and marry light people? I never understood that. How you lightening a race when if you're white, you can't get no lighter. So you must be black if you gotta get lighter, right?
They just blame the
sun. How you lightening the race? The only race that can get lighter is the black race. It's the dark one. So, and then you say you're not part of it because you're white. But if you were white, you wouldn't have to get lighter, right? Yeah.
And then the lightest people spend all day in the sun trying to get darker.
So the parasol
nobody's happy with themselves.
Yeah. Those type of people. Remember that time when? Remember? No, I ain't gonna say that. So Mrs. Goldberg, Mrs. Whoopi, learned the history is that. Now maybe you shouldn't say that on daytime talk show television, but it's not because you are being racist towards white people, because that is a word that was derogatory or used towards black people. Sierra, you're dressed at the Summer Awards, Oscars, maybe.
Yeah, it's an Oscar after party.
Oscar after party. It
was not a dress. She was naked.
She was naked. She was bucket naked.
She had on.
Just when you turn around, it was bucket naked. She had a thong on.
And some pasties.
And pasties.
And a fishnet.
Child. I don't know what people with this shit. Now, and listen, you's a mama. You's a wife. You's a woman. You's a daughter. You's a sister. You have a beautiful body, and it's not saying you can't show your body. Why do people think that you have to show? That way is showing your body. It's plenty of ways you can show off your figure and your body in very classy, tasteful ways. That was harsh.
Her husband didn't seem to have a problem with it.
He's not a pimp. I don't know. I remember, all right, like this. I remember it was one time. I'm very tall, people. You can't tell because I'm sitting down. I'm 5'10", and I'm very thin. Not very thin. I'm athletic build. So I wear like a. Did you put it? Didn't I tell you I was going thinner than you?
I'll disappear. I can't get no thin.
I wear like a size 0, so I'm very small, but I'm tall. Many clothes do not fit me well. They fit people that are a little shorter than I am. Oh, it's acting up again.
Oh.
So,
I'm gonna just start doing everything.
I know, right? Shorter than I am. So I wore this dress. I was in a relationship. The man saw the dress I had on. I put the dress on to go to my cousin's party on the boat. And I asked, I said, is it too short? I was like, 'cause every time I walk, it kind of goes up. He was like, no, you're fine. So I'm walking from my car to the boat. And as I'm walking, it's riding up my butt. And I'm sitting there, and so happens my dad calls me, because he calls me every day during there. And I'm like, wait, I can't talk to you, Dad. I'm heading to the birthday party, and my dress pulling up. He's like, such and such, let you walk out the house like that. And I was like, I asked him if it was so. He was like, I was like, because he shouldn't have let me out the house like that.
I'm glad that was an option.
What?
So many guys, that's not an option to say, hey, you can't wear that.
Not if you my man and you like, no, and it's I'm not saying like you like, oh no, you got weird to try and be controlling, but some things that's inappropriate. It was inappropriate for me to wear. And after my dad said that, I said, oh, it ain't meant for me. I'm going to be inappropriate today. No, I wasn't. I don't do that in relationships, but I had a good time. But you don't, that's putting a man in a certain situation. It's putting yourself in a certain situation. It's no matter what people say, other men were looking at her in a very distasteful way. Tasteful for them, but maybe distasteful for something.
Distasteful how
there were other men who were hoping to. Oh, I had to get off here, son. Other men who were hoping to brush past her in a way where they touch something. There's weird. Other men who were probably like, "Hey, what's up, Sierra? How do you hug people when you like that? Who got to hug her?
Nobody hugs her.
You know, or like touch her arm or anything. That's just, and your man got to look at eyes going toward his woman in ways, and can't do nothing about it. So those situations, I think
you can do something.
Russell Wilson.
You're right.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Well, he can't do nothing right now because, like, he's in high.
You were telling me something about him, and he lost his mentor.
Yeah, and a lot of people are trying to say that's why he had such a bad year.
I apologize. Oh, condolences.
My condolences, but you're a professional.
No, things hit people differently, so you don't know.
250 million.
I didn't mean that it doesn't matter.
Money don't. Perform or give it back. You have to perform or give it back.
Yes, I do agree with that.
That's too much money for you to accept and not perform.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Oh, Benson, that's making sure.
He said, "I wasn't going there because that's Brooklyn's problem."
Yeah.
Sorry, Brooklyn.
But yeah, you can't money. He's hurting right now, but you do have to perform, or you have to stay out, or do what you gotta do. And then she gonna walk out all naked out on these people he hurting. Come on, Sierra, do better, ma'am. And you got children looking at you, so you're telling your little daughter she is okay for the dress like that? Shame.
Ain't none.
Ain't no shame. People you say ain't no shame in my game. People just look at them like, I know. And then everybody, they ain't got no shame.
Yeah, shame is a bad thing all of a sudden. Like, you should.
Shame.
Sometimes you should have some shame.
You should have some.
Sometimes you should look at them like, I'm ashamed of myself for doing what.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do that anymore. Y'all like, I'm ashamed of myself. All right.
Or no, they're not even ashamed of what? That's just how I am. Out here naked.
All right, let's talk about these last two things because I think my computer needs to be charged. And it's gonna cut off, possibly. This woman, this is kind of something like this woman went on a date with a man, and you tell me your opinion on this.
Yeah, I've seen the story too.
Okay, so
they met on Hinge. They went on a date, first date.
First date off of Hinge. Okay. I never remember. I never see the first 10 minutes of stuff, or maybe my ears just block out stuff.
Well, as you're getting settled in, you're not paying attention until you get settled in, get drinks, smoke, whatever you're doing, chilling, and then.
So finish. You can go.
Yeah, so they met on Hinge and they met up for dinner, and she ordered what she wanted. He ordered a burger, and the waitress asked him if he wanted cheese on it. He said, "Is that extra?" She said $3. He said, "No, thank you." Then looks at the chicken, says, "Man, they charge extra for everything now," which they do.
Yes, they do.
And it's a pain in the ass, and it would make me
very expensive.
And it's not so much the prices. Sometimes it's the I'm not paying $3 when I know I get a fucking half pound of cheese for that. Like,
and then the other thing is, what happens to burgers coming with cheese? Because you used to be able to say no cheese, please. Everything came with cheese, so now you got to pay for cheese and $3. Your burger should be $3. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying $3 for cheese. Yeah. So go ahead.
So she said that for her, that was just him being cheap. And that offended her real bad to the point where she ate as much of her food as she wanted, said she was going to the bathroom. But she got the waitress, paid for the entire meal, and left. Mm-hmm. Then she texted him and said that she left, but he should have got the cheese, and then she blocked him. My whole thing is, if you're going to be a smart ass and make that comment, don't block me.
Don't block me, because let me say what I have to say back.
Let me get my response.
Oh, don't do that. I can't say that. Somebody blocked me like that. That little weirdo who had me trying to send her deodorant to Africa and stuff like that. You little weirdo will send me a message because she didn't get her package. And I'm like, oh, I had to tell her after a while, don't leave me alone. I'm going to send this package. And then don't listen, because she was being annoying. And halfway she be in one state, then another state, then once you send it here. Little weirdo. Hopefully you see this. I don't want to say your name on here because I'm being nice. Little weirdo. You know who I'm talking about. Going to send me a message talking about you stole my stuff or something. I said, you B. Don't you ever call my phone, you weird. Or you sit in the cell with padded walls, you dumb B. Oh my gosh. I don't know where it became. Lord, spirit came in me. You little weirdo. Hopefully you see this. And then knows other people that dealt with you, weirdo. Go ahead, what were you saying?
Yeah, but if I'm out on a first date, so I'm probably out for the cheese and just pay because I don't want to come across that way. And I realize that
women don't you get that cheese?
Women are judging everything on that first date, from the way you sit.
No, I don't. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, because
I was like,
10 minutes in.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, for 10 minutes in. Yeah.
Yeah, so you do whatever for the first 10 minutes. If you chilling with her, she not gonna remember that shit.
That's so true.
You still taking in the ambiance. Everybody else that started.
I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? What you got? Okay. Oh yeah, that is so true. Wow.
You don't remember none of what happened, but you probably could tell everybody what color the wallpaper was.
Yes. Yeah. I can give you a whole player with everybody, the whole scene.
But not what you should have been paying attention to.
I apologize to whoever took me on a date before and you thought I wasn't interested in you. I was interested. It just was stuck. I need 10 minutes to get in and settle down. Me being there, if he would have said, she said $3 for cheese. Now see, I'm the type of person, somebody I'm like, what's wrong? How about I don't get no cheese? That's $3. Like, oh, you getting $3 cheese. All right. He dumb. $3 on cheese. American too? That ain't even real cheese.
Hell, how many slices? Better be 3 slices.
I remember this. I went on a date, and I don't know why men think when you go on a date you have to take them to like a nice place means an expensive place. There's so many. I don't know where you live, but in Philadelphia, there's so many small mom and pops, lovely, great food, amazing places that are not that expensive. I went on a date with someone. They took me to it. We went dressed up. We went to this place, and it was like everything was kind of a la carte. And I like duck, and I was supposed to get duck, but the duck was like $60. I said, he was like, no, you can get whatever you want. I said, excuse me, the whole duck. I said, No, I don't even think the price was on it. I asked the lady, and it's like, oh, it's $60. I said, oh no, never mind, thank you. He said, no, you can get whatever you want. You get the duck. I said, well, I know I can get what I want. I said, but that duck's $60. He said, I know, it's okay. I said, well, I'm not gonna let you pay $60 for no duck. We can go to Chinatown for and pay $24. $60. I said that duck ain't gonna taste no more better. No more better. Blues. No better than a duck we get from Dale or Chinatown, and we can make that joint, and we can get some other stuff to go with it, and get a bottle. And he just was like, and then the sides, they was giving like 3 pieces of corn, and that was $24 or something. I said, why would you? We could have went down to George's. It was right on 2nd Street. They probably not there anymore. We could have got 2 slices of pizza in a bottle. And he just kept insisting, you can get the duck. I was like, I know I can get the duck, but I will be a fool to get this duck. This duck cannot be that much amazing. I can't. My superlatives are off tonight.
They are not superlatives.
Oh, whatever. Yes, they are. What is
no, I was saying you're superlative.
Then what is a superlative?
Wasn't it?
It's something super.
Jesus Christ. And you went to school.
Yes, I did. TU. That's all I had to say. Well, we got prenups on here.
You have it on there. I don't know nothing. Yeah. I ain't rich enough for it to matter, and I ain't signing one if she rich.
No, I think prenups should be for. Oh, that was you. Prenups should be for people who are and who don't have much money. Yes, because if you take half of somebody, the mom was in my couch. If someone makes $60,000 a year, you would want to get a prenup, because if they take $30,000 or half of what you have, you living back in an apartment or something.
If you make $60,000 a year now, there is no savings, so you have nothing. They can't take half your paycheck. So what they get is $20 a week in alimony. As it is what it is.
$20 a week in alimony. That's hilarious. But I just don't like the idea of a prenup. I don't like the idea, but I don't like the idea of divorce being so easy. Divorces should be harder. You should have to go through stages. Unless somebody's whooping somebody's ass, unless there's imminent danger, you should have to go through stages. You should have to go through therapy and whatever your religion is. Both, if y'all got separate religion, y'all should have to go through all kind of counseling. And then government should step in and be like, no, y'all signed this paperwork. Like, they don't let you out of shit. It should be harder to get married. It should be harder to get married and divorced. I agree. You should have to jump. All the hoops you got to jump through to get an SSI check, you should have to jump through to get married. They should do it just like SSI checks. And by the time the 3rd year or 5th year, when you got denied, it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. I don't even want to marry this. You get at least 3 to 5 years, and you just see if it works. Yeah, they should. But I don't agree with the marital thing, the government to marital thing. I think you can just go to a lawyer and say, this is what we want to do. This is what I want this person to have power of attorney. I want this person to have this. I want to have these kind of things. Then I would say, access to these things. That's how I would do it. Or get, within your church or your spirituality or whatever. But you still have to get some legalities for them to be able to get some things. But I think when you say a prenup, is saying if this doesn't work, then and I understand that that's what it is. But on the same note, like, if I got anything of value but just kill them if they don't. Not kill them, murk them if they try to take your stuff. It's like, I'm just joking. People, you should know murking. Yeah, didn't we just watch a movie? We did watch a movie like that. Yeah, he tried to kill his wife, and she ended up getting him in jail. See, now everybody moves. You shouldn't murk nobody. That's just stupid. Work it out. Yeah, but also, don't be with the person in the first place. That's why you vet people. Vet them, and not just them. You have to vet their family and vet like how they were raised and who raised the people that was raised. That's why it's best that it used to be a nice community, so you knew everybody kind of was doing the same kind of thing. So you knew certain morals or certain values you wouldn't have to worry about. But now people are coming from all over. You got to look at how they treat their parents, how they treat their siblings, how they treat their neighbors, the long-term relationships they have. Like, have long-term relationships with them, 3 to 5 years. It's because then, and even then you still don't know people because you don't know people, but you have gotten a chance to know somebody angry.
You've got to see them at their highs and lows at that point. Maybe not the extremes, but the majority of them.
And what happened to the shaming of family? It used to be an idea. Well, it went out the window when a ring became the dowry. Basically, don't give me no ring. Get me a house. Have a house for me to come move into. Have your stuff ready for me. I don't need no ring. Like a dowry system, when the man gave a dowry and the woman was given to the man. If the woman did any shame within the marriage, he got to get his dowry back, and she was shamed, and it's shamed not just her whole family.
Sometimes still.
But they got rid of them, so they, But not a lot of times it was just shame on the family, and whether she would never ever marry again, or she had to leave and go to another village, or have to go to another town. And if the man did something, he was shamed in his family, and he normally wouldn't be able to get married again. Had to give up the dowry. And if she was considered a virgin again, basically, and get married. But it was basically shaming, like you don't just do stuff because it is a representation of your whole family. But I guess family don't mean nothing no more, so.
Less and less.
All right, we getting up out of here. We've been here for a whole hour.
Yep, I gotta be at work in a couple.
Yeah, he got to go. All right, hopefully everybody, I can't talk right. Everybody have a great week. Hopefully it's got lighter, but I meant what I said in the beginning. I'm tired of this stuff. And have a great weekend.
Yeah, have fun.
All right, we got to be out of live of this one. I think so. We don't end up. And then we have to end the live here. Bye, people.